Alright, hold on, let me start over. What was the best drug you ever done and the worst one?
The best is Jamaican red marijuana, 1975. The worst? Maybe a Quaalude. Agnes said, eat one of them, you went to sleep. Everybody said how good they were. Every time I ate one, I was sleeping in a closet somewhere. So that had to be the worst.
Quaalude, worst drug, Quaalude?
Quaalude, yeah. It's like eating 10 milligram Valium. One big horse pill.
That was another question somebody wanted to know. They wanted to know what about the Quaalude, so.
Yeah, they were called Lemon. Lemon made one and 714. Real big in the 70s.
They just put you to sleep?
I did them maybe twice, man. All my friends did them for years. Maybe 2 or 3 of them. I got a bad tolerance. I think I fell asleep somewhere in the nightclub. They threw me in the car. You're drinking and you want, and they were real powerful. People were wrecking their cars and shit. Yeah, it was the 70s. You know?
All right. Do you think that the 2020 election was stolen?
That's a hard one, yeah. That's a hard question. I can't answer that. I would have to say yes because of the mail-in ballots. I mean, I think you should go pull the lever. If you can't make it, then you're old anyway. What do you care? But as far as people losing by 5,000 ballots, and Baltimore has something like 20 or 30,000 mail-in ballots at the end of the year. So yes, I believe there's a discrepancy here.
What was life like in 1972?
You're in elementary school.
1972.
72, yeah. I was 61. I was 11 years old, and probably in 5th or 6th grade, playing Greek guys.
What's that?
We lined up on a court, 4 or 5 guys in one team, 4 or 5 guys. They give you a ball, like the red ball, some were big, some were small, and you would get it and run up the line and try to hit one of them guys anywhere, in the head, the foot. I like to hit him in the knees. And if you caught it, you were still in, but if it hit you and you didn't catch it, you was out. And it would come down to like 2 guys. Who was the best catcher and who was the best thrower?
Like dodgeball kind of.
Yeah, Greek guys. That was awesome. That was 1972.
Yeah.
That's a hard one to remember too. That's way back.
Well, okay, so what was the? I remember you telling me one of your favorite years. What was your favorite?
1976.
1976.
Bicentennial.
Yeah.
That was a great year.
That was your favorite?
Yes, my best year of my whole life.
Yeah.
High school, 10th grade, the bicentennial showed me the way. Come out that year, everything was patriotic. The country was great shape. Vietnam was over. Everybody was happy. No 9/11. Leonard Skinner come out that year was Freebird. I mean, everything was right that year. Just a great, great year. My best in my life. And 16 years old. So yeah, I popped my load early. Yeah. And I got married when I was 20, got married again when I was 30 with 2 boys. Then it got crappy a while. And then it got better at the end. But 76 was the jewel. 200-year-old birthday for America. And they had a big thing on TV by the Statue of Liberty. All the tugboats in the Hudson River were shooting red, white, and blue water, like out behind the Statue of Liberty, like crossing it. It was awesome. Awesome. You loved it. You're a veteran.
How many people worked down the point in the 70s?
Oh, they were over 30,000. Maybe they topped out about 38,000 men in the 60s and 70s. That was the biggest steel plant in the world, making the best steel in the world. And I drove up 2 miles up the street from it. And I was trying to get across the boulevard with my pellet gun to go hunt squirrels. And I got home at 3 o'clock and shift changed at 3. I had to wait for miles of traffic. And I was kind of mad at them guys, you know. I was in the medium strip in between the north and southbound on both boulevards. I just started shooting bottles in the middle, trying to get my sight in for that squirrel and rabbit. So that was back then, yeah.
How old were you then?
Oh, you're about 13 years old, 7th grade. Getting your first gun. Begging for a 410 shotgun. Wouldn't give me that. I got a 30 pump 12 spin pellet gun. That was pretty good. That wasn't bad. That'd pop you.
So you got mad and started shooting again.
Yeah, it was good. Kill a bird, a blue jay.
Alright, what about when you did the steel work? Walking beams and all that, you didn't use no harness, nothing like that?
Yeah, it's a major part of my life when I was a young man. My brother was a line worker. Very dangerous. Never tied off. Nobody did. Built the biggest buildings in the state of Maryland. Memorial Park, Columbus Center, Bay Bridge, P Bridge, the nuclear power mills, World Trade Center downtown. And it was, I was welding heavy equipment for $10, $11 an hour, and they were paying $15.96. And I got there, and I had a big house payment. That's how I got in there. My brother pulled me in, and I needed the money. And then I just been at it ever since. That's how I got in that. It's obscure, but earned it. I paid the bills.
I hear people talk about you show up to work hungover and smoking and stuff at the job. You ever do drugs like up on a high rise?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, there was a lot of drinking, a lot of drugs out of the
I
union.
remember hearing one guy was saying they would bring in beer and they would just be drinking on the job.
Yeah, they'd send it up on the crane at break time, a case of beer down Bethlehem Steel. Be a case of Budweiser coming up at 9 o'clock. Grab it and pass it around. Yeah. The Bethlehem Steel said nothing. They wasn't concerned about safety. Like nuclear power plants, General Motors, PG&E, big safety Nazi. Can't do nothing in there without that. Bethlehem Steel didn't care a damn about safety. They were worried about tonnage output of steel. And dozens of people died and dozens of people got hurt. They, like calling the next guy, call the union hog and another guy. Skippy's dead. Go get another Boilermaker. And that's how they were down there for 100 years. Their safety there wasn't a lot of safety down there. You was basically on your own. So I always looked at the old timers that were there and watched them and asked them. Guys been down there 20, 30 years. That's how I learned. That's the prayer. You can make a guard for that motor. Like a 6-inch wide by 1/4 inch by like 16, and bend that, and then put a couple of screws in it. So that magnet hits that same spot every time. And that steel might, even if you have some neoprene on it, you ever see that 1/2 inch neoprene cap? That sticky shit, real hard rubber.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can put that plate on there, a cover plate, then some of that glue, because, so now it's going to be filled up with 27 beer cans and about 3 gallons of liquid acid. So, it's not real healthy for the motor. But you hit it with the magnet, that's right in the middle. You keep that magnet in the middle when they're loading that. That's about the 4th or 5th one I do like that. They crack it that same one every time. There you go.
That's what somebody came up with that guard for the brake on the back there.
Oh my God, that's a good setup. You got everything crammed into that little area. Stumpy's a worker.
Yeah, he is.
57 years old. He can outwork any 20-year-old kid out there. And he done swept half of New Jersey. And then he goes down there and flying, straining himself because these pins lined up. But the steel's all warped. And he makes it look easy. I tried one time, went in there Friday, the bar come back, hit me in the head, slipped on the catwalk. He's doing 25 of them. I did one of them, So it's harder than he makes it look. He's got that down. God, look at the debris on that. That's wrapped around that motherfucker. With that round wire, that'd be around there about 30 tons. That they don't clean. Now we're gonna clean it over here because then I gotta shuffle it out the fucking, you know what I mean? Out of our bay. From all the way back here. But I mean, sometimes that's big morale around here. You never know when somebody's coming in with an AK, you know? What do you mean? Disgruntled employee, man, it ain't a kid. Oh, yeah. Doesn't a lot of work because there's the danger and the heat and just getting frustrated. So that's why I always wear my bulletproof vest. Somebody wants to off the catwalk, and I got nowhere to go here, you know? There's one of them. Look out!
I asked the one guy, the one operator, I said, you smell that thing burning like in the air, like agitating? He's like, oh yeah. I said, you know what it is? He said, I just figured it was one of the many things that's gonna kill me around here.
That's overwhelming. Burns your fucking nostrils. Another thing,
Yep. All right, Joe. Well, I thank you for another interview. Anything else to add?
Me and Kevin work together in Cleveland. Thank you, Anchorage. Thank you.
You're in Dundalk.
This is President Joe Biden, you moron. Put him back in the bus.
I want to play with the sand. I want to play.
Hey, go over Taiwan. The biggest confrontation in the world between two massive superpowers, and we send Nancy Pelosi, the custodian. Or not even the vice president. I mean, the president, they should let him out of the basement, at least to go over there, you know? He represents the country, not her. She's third in line, but that's our most, we have a Secretary of Defense, 4-star general. We sent her. But she went. They threatened her. She did go. She didn't back down. I'll give her that. She said the hell with them. That is a powder cake, though. Oh my God. Everybody's on pins and fucking needles with that. China want that. They're so mad. That's like Cuba next to the United States. That's so detrimental in the future when they want to be a world power. If we take that island and load that up with our military.
What do you think's going to happen? What do you think actually is going to happen?
I think what's going to happen is somebody's going to make a mistake. Somebody's going to let one of them side behind their missile on a goddamn fighter and hit somebody's carrier or hit somebody's destroyer. I think there's going to be a misfire. Could be by accident because it's just going to take something small. It's not going to take a lot. I think it'll be started by a mistake. And then once you get going, it's going to be hard to stop that. But they hate us, and they want a new world order. They don't want to follow the United States like we've been leading for the last 50. You know, after World War II, we were a superpower. 40. But for 80 years, we've been the top guy in the block, like the Romans and the Greeks. And now they're right here, you know. And they got 5-1 medal now. And they've taken all the technology from the United States and went and built their carriers just like the Russians did in World War II with the Germans. England couldn't build a tank. Russia couldn't build a tank. The Germans could. When they shot them, they brought it back and they copied that. That's how they got that. All their goddamn technologies from that. Plus all the spies on free Germans. Yeah, that's how Russia built all their military. All German fighters, tanks.
Germans, you said, have good tanks, right?
Oh my God, that Tiger tank, 68 tons, Cal. 9-ply armor. It was 9 inches thick with an 88 millimeter. Our tanks were 35-ton, 4-ply armor with a 70 millimeter, and they were gassed. Shit was getting in the filters. We couldn't go a mile without breaking down. Theirs were fuel-injected diesel. Yeah, they were way ahead of us. But we could make 50 Sherman tanks to one Tiger. That's how we beat them. We could outproduce them. Now we got quality. back then, and then they had rockets. They had self-propelled B-2 rockets. England, France, Australia, Canada, the United States of America, we couldn't even spell rocket. And the Germans had it. Yeah, they were way ahead. Way ahead. They had the nuclear bomb. Oppenheimer was the German. He left and come over here. Thank God he come over here. If Hitler would have got that, it'd have been a different ballgame. Because, you know, who he didn't like was everybody. He didn't like nobody. He liked Germans. And he wouldn't tolerate Italians. He liked Mussolini. That's it. The rest of them, you'd be seeing a mushroom cloud. Yeah, whole lot. You don't feel like doing nothing today, do you?
Doing this, interviewing you. I interviewed Davey. Davey stopped down earlier. I got an interview with him, talking to him, asking him questions. Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah, thanks for the interview, Joe.
Thanks, Jeff.